Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing long-term resident visas, so-called LTR visas here in the Kingdom of Thailand. And we are, first of all, as I've stated in other videos, this notion that this is a resident visa, it is not. It is just a really long non-immigrant visa. We've discussed this in other videos. So that's kind of a misnomer. But oftentimes these things get kind of labeled and it just kind of sticks, and that's what we're calling it for now. But what we're talking about here is the visa for so-called wealthy individuals. And quoting from a recent article from the Tiger, that's the Tiger, THIGER.com. Article is titled, "Who is eligible for a 50,000 baht 10-year LTR visa in Thailand? The fine print." And we're just going to go into a subset here where they talk about wealthy foreigners and retirees, groups 1 and 2. There are 4 categories that are being, and again, as we've discussed, this has not actually been promulgated as actual either legislation or regulatory structure as of yet. I anticipate it probably will be coming. Exactly when remains to be seen, and the actual regulations being rolled out will come after that. So it could take a little while here. It might not even be in 2022 when this actually comes online for practical purposes. But a recent article from, again, the Tiger, quoting directly, groups 1 and 2, wealthy foreigners and retirees. So they kind of group these into 2 sections of the subgroups. Quoting directly, must purchase a health insurance policy which covers medical expenses of no less than 50,000 US for at least 10 months starting from the date of the application, or provide a social security certificate covering medical expenses in Thailand, or provide proof of at least 100,000 US dollars held in a Thai or foreign bank account for at least 12 months prior to the application date. Quoting further, must have evidence of an average income of at least 80,000 US for at least 12 months prior to the application date. So there's an income requirement, there might be a financial balance requirement, but there's certainly an insurance requirement that's going to be associated with these wealthy individual long-term resident visas that Thailand is bringing online. Again, as we've discussed in other videos, I've kind of always thought this is going to apply to a relatively narrow subset of folks out there who are looking to be in Thailand long-term. It's always good to see another visa option come online. So I hope I don't come off as pessimistic. I am optimistic about this program. But until we see the actual regulatory framework and we see how these visas are issued, how the rubber hits the road, it's kind of an exercise in speculation until then.